Holton and Vinny, seems like history's kind of repeating itself here. You guys take care of business very impressively in the first round, and that reward is to get to play one of the most well-known and most successful, at least in the last 10 or 15 years, programs in Texas and Aledo. But the difference for you guys is that you've been there, you've seen them, you played against them last year, so you kind of have an idea of what has to happen against them. Holton, I just mentioned this to Vinny, they're still high school guys. They still, as coaches like to say, they still put their pants on one leg at a time. What is the challenge against them? What do you guys have to do, especially up front on offense against them, to give yourselves the best chance?
I think our offense definitely has to execute first. You know, we start off the game on Thursday, with 2 false starts, and you know, if we do that against these guys, they're gonna blow us out. But we can't. That's our focus, is to get things done this week.
You recovered from that pretty nicely, and then Coach said he thought it was probably some jitters because you guys, besides you, there were some younger guys that were out there that were kind of getting their playoff feet under them a little bit, and that's understandable.
Yep.
But you guys found it offensively. What did you like about what you did last week offensively to kind of set the stage for this week?
I think after that first drive, we kind of understood that, okay, like this is the playoffs, it's win or go home. And that second drive, we kind of put it on and then went on from there on.
And Vinny, kind of the same thing on defense. You guys gave up a drive, gave up some points, and then kind of locked in. Was that some of the same thing, just guys that hadn't been out there much in the playoffs, kind of getting used to how desperate, how eager both teams are going to be in those games?
Yes, sir. Like Holton said, it's win or go home, and I don't think we really went into that game with that mentality, but I think we really clicked it on quick after they ran it in for a touchdown. So.
Defensively, what do you have to do against Aledo? Because everything I've seen about them is they're pretty machine-like. They are very fundamentally sound, have a lot of guys on that side of the ball that know what to do with it.
We just got to do everything right. We got to make sure we're getting our reads, doing everything we can right that's within our power, and make sure we're doing our job.
I know your head coach well enough to know that he's going to get you guys ready emotionally, mentally. Kind of what you just said, you don't have to try to be perfect. You don't have to try to be supermen or anything, but what is kind of the goal for you guys, Holton, to go out there knowing that you probably do have to play your best game this season?
Definitely just go out there and execute. You know, he said that exact same thing this morning, that we don't have to play like superheroes. We just got to go out there and execute and play our best ball, and we'll be victorious.
And I think that fits with you guys, especially defensively, Vinny, because all season long you guys have just been yourselves. You've not crawled out of your skin to try to do anything different than what you can do. Is that kind of fit your personality, just to kind of put the nose to the grindstone and go this week?
Yes, sir. I think we just got to make sure we're doing our own job, and make sure we're doing our job to the best of our ability. Let everyone else worry about what they're supposed to be doing.
For both you guys, this season's been kind of a weird year for you, but in a good way. Coach and I talked about this last year. You don't want to lose 3 games. Losses suck, no matter how many you have or when they are. But you guys have been that close in all 3 of those and kind of found a way to come back. And I know you lost 2 in a row, but you still played a really good game. I guess Friendship, you played the really good game, and then had to come back after Abilene Wiley. But what have you learned about this program, maybe not necessarily just this team, but this program, Holton, that kind of makes you proud to walk away once you're done?
I think at the start of the season, everyone was kind of playing for themselves, but as the season's gone, we've learned that as a team, it's the team and not a single person. So that's what I like. We're all a team.
And Vinny, you're still young, so you don't have to think too much about life lessons yet. But when you're older and have kids that start playing, when you look back at this year that you guys have had, what lesson do you think you can take from it to pass on to your kids later on?
I think that no matter what happens, the expectation for us is always high. So whether or not we win the game, the next game is the expectation is the same. We're going out and playing our best ball and going to win the football game.